For our sweet sour mustard cucumbers, we will need, of course, cucumbers. I have a bunch of cucumbers here. These are from my own backyard, where I have a little plot where I'm growing them. I have already had a batch that I fermented, but I can only eat so much fermented, so this time I will make them sweet and sour, which is a all-time favorite of mine. Please consider liking and subscribing. So let's start by peeling the cucumbers. I will cut the cucumbers in half and then quarter them like such. And then I will take out the seeds with a spoon. The seeds will just make the whole thing mushy. Probably get away with just having the smaller ones. Here we are. We also need an onion. I will peel this and I will cut my onion in rather thin rings. I may not need more than half an onion. And now I'll cut the cucumber in pieces. Bite size. Depends how big your bite is. Here we go. I will mix this a little. I have here several glasses that I washed thoroughly and sterilized. And I will start to put my mixture in them. I will add to each of my glasses some dill. I have here some fresh baby dill. That didn't belong in there. There we go. In case you haven't noticed, I love dill. I have planted some but it's not ready yet. Once it's ready, it'll be gone in a week. Well, I'll see if I have enough for 3 jars. There we go. I consider this packed. The original recipe is, of course, conveniently in German and calls for half a liter, so half a quart. This is almost 2.5 cups of water. And the same amount of white vinegar. I have this simple white vinegar that I will use for this. So also half a liter. And since the original recipe is not keto, it calls for 500 grams, so half a kilo, 2.5 cups of sugar. We will, of course, not use any sugar. I do have stevia here, which is 1 spoon of this is like 1 spoon of sugar. But I really don't want to use all of this because this has other stuff in it. My preferred stevia, go-to stevia, is this. I ordered this from Amazon, and this is just pure stevia and very, very sweet. So I will add some of this and a little bit of the other stuff just for consistency. Oh, that's dusting nicely. Also in goes 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds. And 3 tablespoons of salt to strike a balance here. These are the measurements from the original recipe. If I will use all of this liquid in my 3 jars remains to be seen. We shall find out. We will heat this up and then it needs to boil for about 5 minutes. So this has started to boil. I will let this boil for some 3 to 5 minutes. All right, this has been boiling, and hot as it still is, I will start to ladle it into my jars. And as I thought, I did not need all the liquid. I'm filling this to almost the rim, and then we'll immediately close them. And let them cool right here. As they cool, they will seal firmly. All right, time to check out the cucumbers. These are some that I fermented and am keeping in the refrigerator. I sliced them this way. I think next time I would ferment them without the seeds. Well, and here are the ones that I just put in the jars yesterday. These are sweet and sour mustard cucumbers. Since they see they're sealed perfectly, the jars have sealed perfectly. All right, let's see if I can break the seal. There we go. Did you hear that pop? That was well sealed. And here we have our pieces of cucumber and our onion. Time to test them. Time for my taste testing. These should be sweet. These should be sweet and sour. They should be a little tender and a little crisp. So let's see what we got. Oh yes. Spot on. Spot on. If you want your cucumbers a little softer, you can put them when you boil the mustard seeds. You can put your cucumbers in there, turn off the fire and let them soak in there for a few minutes before you put them in a jar and let them cool. But these are just like I want them. Perfect. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps my channel a lot. Thank you.